What's up, guys? I'm Remote Knight Allen. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. So today we're back once again with advanced league tips, and we're taking a look at Talon's Q with an auto attack reset mechanic as well as its critical strike scaling. And we're going to be looking at his ultimate and jumping over walls, how to use that properly, and how to get his ultimate blades to converge on a target if you quite can't catch up to it. So without any further ado, let's jump right into it. So the first thing we're going to take a look at is the auto attack reset mechanic on Talon's Q. Now, the biggest thing here to remember is that we're trying to proc Talon's passive, which is his bleed. So, when you look at his Q animation right here, it creates a critical strike and applies one bleed stack based off of the mark that we see. Now, the thing to keep in mind here is that Talon's Q is considered an ability, not an auto attack, when trying to proc his passive. So, how this works, and the biggest thing you have to know here, is that after Talon's Q is activated and fired, his next auto attack passively gains a bunch of attack speed. He himself does not get any attack speed, but the way the game is coded grants his next auto attack after his Q an immediate burst of speed, so it can help him fire his passive faster. Now, the next thing we're looking at on Talon's Q is critical strike damage and scaling. So, if Talon is in melee range, as we see here in the tooltip, his Q will deal 150% damage, and in this case that would be 612 damage. Now, when we flip over to the next screen, we see that Talon has an Infinity Edge, and what does Infinity Edge do? It increases all critical strikes from 200% total damage to 225%. So, if you look at Talon's screen, not only has the damage itself increased, but it has also increased the percentage number from 150 to 175. So, if you're late game and you're looking to completely one-shot the ADC or the enemy assassin mage, Infinity Edge might not be a bad option for you, because not only are you going to get extra damage from just the 80 AD that Infinity Edge gives you, but the critical strike passive is also going to scale up his Q critical strike for you as well. Now, the next mechanic we're going to look at is how to use Talon's ultimate and his wall flip, or his E, together. So, one thing you cannot do with Talon's ultimate and his E is you cannot activate his ultimate and then flip over a wall towards an enemy. That'll actually cancel your ultimate altogether. So, in order to get around this, what you have to do is you have to activate your E, and then mid-flip over a wall after you see here, you press R, and then you'll be able to move about and not have your ultimate get canceled. So, with our final advanced league tip, we're going to look at how you can guarantee getting your ultimate to converge on an enemy. So, reason this is important is because a lot of times you'll be in a situation where you activate your ultimate and you'll charge towards an enemy. Typically, your blades will converge back on you and then your ultimate will deal no damage. However, the tooltip reads that if you break stealth or attack the enemy, that the blades will converge on the enemy instead of you. So, after testing various combinations of abilities, item activations, etc., the best way that I have found to get his ultimate blades to convert on an enemy is one of two ways. First of all, before your blades start converging, so the 2.5 seconds when you activate it and while you're invisible, you either have to A, auto attack the champion you want the blades to converge on, or B, Q the enemy that you want the blades to converge on. Now, when the blades converge, if they pass through somebody else, yes, they'll deal damage and activate marks, but it typically has to be either an auto attack or a Q before the 2.5 seconds ends in order for those blades to converge. Well, guys, that's all I have for you today. Hopefully with this Talon video you learned a little bit more about how Talon works, crit scaling, his Q and auto attack resets, as well as his ultimate mechanics and how to play around with those better. Well, guys, as always, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see each other again real soon. Have a wonderful day.